let's talk a little bit about the 4 pillars of SD-WAN compared to the traditional networking. I will start with the hardware. x86, instead of dedicated hardware, so if you go to the major vendors, in the past they used to sell you an appliance. Dedicated hardware, you can use it only for the software. If you decided to stop using them, you can take it and throw it to the garbage or try to sell it as a second hand for very cheap. You cannot reinstall something else on it. SD-WAN came with a promise to be hardware agnostic, so just to support x86 architectures, and by that use white box solutions and give you much more flexibility. Reality is not exactly like that, because there are still some companies, mainly the big ones, the traditional ones, that force you to their hardware. There are even some that started with more of an open solution with a white box and are moving today more and more to a closed solution where they force their customers to buy the hardware from them. That increases the price, gives you less choice, but the idea of SD-WAN is to be more flexible. Again, not everybody really realizes this. The second one is central management. I think it's clear, I said that before. Gone are the days that you need to go and configure each router separately, but you can do everything together in one central management. If you don't have a central management, don't call it SD-WAN. The third item is general purpose lines. The idea is that instead of having a fixed, dedicated, let's say MPLS line, that if it fails, then that's it, you're disconnected. The idea here is that you can utilize multiple connectivities. So you can have multiple broadbands from different providers. You can have wireless, LTE, 5G. Okay, you can have satellite connection. We have customers using actually satellite on vessels. Okay, and moving. When they come to the shore, they can now move to LTE or to 5G or even to Wi-Fi. Okay, so the idea is you have more options, and based on routing policies, you can actually define which traffic would go on which of these connections based on all kind of logic that you would put there. It can be quality, it can be cost, all kind of things like that. And the fourth one is agility. So all the things that I mentioned here gives you much more flexibility, much more agility of the solution, and of course being able to connect to cloud services. That's the idea of realizing the digital transformation revolution.